This is the sound of the A natural minor scale. And here's a melody that uses the A natural minor scale. There are three ways to learn the natural minor scales. The first way is to use a whole step, half step sequence. The second way, use a relative major scale. And the third way is to use a parallel major scale. The natural minor scale has the following sequence: whole, half, whole, half, whole. So just like the major, you can start on any pitch on your instrument and follow this special pattern of whole, half, half, whole, and you'll get a natural minor scale. Thinking this way is a little clunky and not super practical when we're playing our instruments, so I want to show you two other ideas that I think are a bit more practical. They use the relative major and parallel major scales. So you might have noticed that A natural minor and C major use the exact same pitches and have the same key signature of no sharps and no flats. We would say that C major is the relative major of A natural minor. So relative major means that they have the same pitches, but they're organized slightly differently. The difference is that A natural minor has a tonic of A and C major has a tonic of C. So remember that the tonic is the pitch that our ears recognize as being home base. This gives the two scales a very different sound even if they use the exact same pitches. Let's listen to a melody that uses A natural minor. And here's a melody that uses C major. So you can hear that even though they use the same pitches, they each have their own unique sound. Here's how to use the relative major scale to learn a natural minor scale. First, count up 3 half steps, what we call a minor third, from the tonic of the minor scale you want. And then 2, play in that major key, but start on the tonic of the minor scale. So for example, if I wanted to learn D natural minor, I'd count up 3 half steps from D, so E flat, then E natural, and then I'd land on F, so I'm thinking F major. And then 2, I'd start on D, because that's the tonic, and play in the key of F major, and we can remember that F major just has 1 flat. And then I'd play all the way up to the next D. This works because F major is the relative major of D natural minor. This trick works for all natural minor scales. The third way to learn a natural minor scale is to use the parallel major scale. C major is the parallel major scale to C minor. F major is the parallel major to F minor. G major is the parallel major to G minor, and you kind of get the idea here. Parallel scales have the same tonic. If you take the parallel major scale and then lower the 3rd, 6th, and 7th scale degrees, you get the natural minor scale. So for example, let's say you want to figure out G natural minor. Take G major and lower the 3rd, 6th, and 7th scale degrees, each by a half step. That means the B turns into B flat, the E natural turns into E flat, and F sharp is now F natural, and voila, you have your G natural minor scale. So to wrap up, there are 3 ways to learn natural minor scales. The first, use the whole step, half step sequence that's unique to the natural minor scale. 2, use the relative major. 3, use the parallel major. Relative majors have the same pitches and parallel majors have the same tonic. If I were you, I would probably go back and review this video a couple times just to make sure you get all that information. In our next video, we're going to talk about the harmonic minor and the melodic minor.